Hello, dear viewers. Namaskar. Welcome to Moksha Media. You are with Moksha Hiremat. Most of you know the Sharanaz movement taken place in the common era of 12th century in Karnataka. The movement gifted so many things to the world treasure, and parliament concept is one of that treasures. For the first time in the history of mankind, a concept of parliament in miniature was conceived and brought into practice. Of course, it was a movement against social indiscrimination, and it fought for social justice. You cannot imagine such a sort of movement in the circa of 12th century common era. But it is a fact. That is what the Sharana movement showed to the world. So many common people came into contact with the Sharana's movement. They participated in the movement. They contributed something to the movement. Most of them were illiterate, not in the heart, but in letters. Such persons composed vachanas in the language of Kannada, and it is continued even today. Of course, so many persons were attracted to Sharana's movement and its philosophy. They participated in it. They expressed what they had in their mind. They told, that is, Sharana's told what they did, and they did what they told. It is a rare quality nowadays in the political arena. Now we have come to the stage of the politics which says one thing and does another thing. That is, a chameleon-like character of the politicians can be seen these days. But those were the days the chameleon character was unknown to them. They knew the chameleon, but not adapt its characters. So it shows the difference between the Sharanas of the days and the modern politicians of this day. Anyhow, so many persons were the ministers in the Vijayala's court, and Gupta Manchanna was one of them. You have heard other ministers in the court of Vijayala, but I am sure most of you have not heard Gupta Manchanna, who was a minister in the court of Vijayala. Gupta Manchanna did what other Sharanas continued in their lives. Damodara was his father, and Maya Devi was his mother. Of course, his family was belonged to very sect. They followed the path of Vaishnava sect. But somewhere in his mind and heart, Gupta Manchanna was attracted to the Sharana's philosophy and he nurtured that secretly in his heart and mind. He became a devotee of Shiva. He continued it in secret, but he could not maintain that secrecy for ever and ever. When it came to know to others, he began to participate in Anubhava Mantapa, that is the hall of experience, where the things, where the thoughts were discussed and tried to adapt to the life of society and to the enhancement of man's personality. Gupta Manchanna did that thing. He participated in the Anubhava Mantapa. He presented what he had in his mind. And what he presented, what he uttered there, that became vachanas. So in this way, he composed vachanas. That is, composing vachanas in those days was not that much of easy as we think today. But so many Sharanas, even they did not know the letters, they composed vachanas. They knew the letters of the heart, but not the physical letters, and etc. etc. Gupta Manchanna was a contemporary of Basavanna who was the leader of Sharana's movement, who was also a minister in the court of Vijaya. Gupta Manchanna composed so many vachanas, but now we have found 102 vachanas composed by him. And each vachana, as usual, carried a signature of Narayana Priya Ramanatha, which Gupta Manchanna liked. So, in the name of Narayana Priya Ramanatha, Gupta Manchanna composed vachanas. Of course, at the end of the vachana or somewhere in the vachana, the signature of a Sharana is uttered, is shown in vachanas. That is the tradition of vachanas. That is the only thing they revealed to the society, they revealed to the world. They did not reveal their identity. They did not reveal their birth and death. They did not reveal even who were they. But in the name of signature, they revealed everything. That name is the name of a God in one form or another form, or name of a person who was model to them. Gupta Manchanna's vachanas are esoteric in nature. They are very secret. Sometimes the readers tries their best to understand that esoteric nature of his vachanas. Of course, they are mystic in so many cases. Gupta Manchanna mystified the philosophy and the things the philosophy used at that time. So, such persons like Gupta Manchanna become very important for us because the contribution they made to the language and literature of Kannada in particular and world in general. Many of them do not know his name. What is not known to others is to be made known to them. That is the purpose of this discourse. That is what I do in this discourse. In order to reveal the personality of Gupta Manchanna, I would like to read some of his vachanas. The vachanas are like this. He who has the illusion that he fights with the strength of his soul, why does he need the time principle? Why does he need the time principle, true principle? He who knows the Vedas, Agamas, Shastras and Puranas, why should we make them instrument of his arguments? An example to know this, like a fragrance and flower, fire and breeze, milk and water, the Sharana, who is one with Narayana Priya Ramanatha, spreads fragrance by himself. Here in this Vachana, Gupta Manchanna gives us how the Sharanas spread the fragrance around them, how the Sharanas tried their best to enhance the society to the higher and higher level. So he clarified it with some examples. Some persons have the illusion. They fight that illusion with the strength of their soul. Then why he should need the true principle? When he fights with the soul, he need not to have the true principle. That soul itself becomes a true principle. One who knows the Vedas, Agamas, Shastras and Puranas, he make them instruments of his arguments. He questions where the necessity of making them the instruments of argument, because the fragrance itself is intertwined. That is, we can see the flower. We do not see the fragrance, but we can see the flower. But the fragrance is there in the flower. The flower spreads the fragrance. And we can see the fire, but not the breeze. That the breeze and fire are intertwined there. They are integrated there. Milk and water. Of course, we see the milk, but we do not see the water in the milk. But that is there. milk and water are absorbed without knowing each other because that is their quality. So, Sharanas, we have Sharanas are like this flower and fragrance, fire and breeze, milk and water. That is what Sharanas do. Sharanas spread the fragrance by himself. So that Vachana ends with the signature of Gupta Manchanna, Narayana Priya Ramanatha. Then another one. When the stick in the hand is lost, can a blind walk? When the stick in the hand is lost, can a blind walk? When he who worships Shiva has no firm mind, can he reach the goal? When he who worships Shiva has no firm mind, can he reach his goal? One should be shouldered in faith of Narayana Priya Ramanatha. Of course, we have seen blind men. We have seen blinds. If they don't have the stick, it is very difficult for them to walk further and further. They need it, stick. So when someone or when one worships Shiva, he should have a firm mind. If he doesn't have a firm mind, he cannot reach his goal. Just like a stick to the blind, that a firm mind to Sharana or to the devotee of Shiva is very important. So, in addition to that faith is there, one should be shouldered to the faith. That is blind, firm mind, and faith are very important to continue our journey towards our goal. That is what that Narayana Priya Ramanatha shows to us. So, as we read in the beginning, it seems the vachanas are very simple. They are understandable. But as we go on and on, they become mystic. They show the mysticism in their nature. Then another one. Where is the battle for one who has no arms? Where is life for the body without soul? One who doesn't know the path of the unborn, how can he know the luminous? The talk of one who knows not Ishtalinga is like water filled in a pot with holes. Narayana Priya Ramanatha. See, if you don't have arms, one does not want to fight. The fighting may be different in nature, but fighting with arms is different. If he doesn't have arms, one need not to fight the battle. If there is only body without soul, that is also show the minus of life. That is, body and life, body and soul should be there, then only one has the life. If one does not know the path of unborn, how can he become luminous? How can he shine? So, if one simply talk of who doesn't know Ishtalinga, then how can he reach his goal? So, because if he doesn't know, if someone doesn't know Ishtalinga and talks of Ishtalinga and talk of Ishtalinga, it is like the water filled in the pot with the holes. If you fill the water in the pot with holes, the water will be pour away on the way, and the water will not be there in the pot when you are nearing the goal. That is why the pot without holes can hold the water, and then only man can lead his life. Man can do something. So, like this, Gupta Manchanna revealed his mind in his vachanas. So, as we seen in these three vachanas, the vachanas are very simple in the beginning, but as we go on and on reading the vachanas, and when we come at the end of the vachanas, they become esoteric. They show a sort of secret meaning. They show a sort of hidden meaning, which is not that much of possible to understand that hidden meaning without the practice, without the devotion, without the firm mind, without the faith. So, all these things should be there in the life of a Sharana, and then only he can donate something, he can contribute something to the society, and then only he can enhance the social tradition. That is what Gupta Manchanna revealed in his vachanas. Of course, he was converted to Shaivism from Vaishnava sect, but he faced so many problems at that time, and he faced those things very courageously and became a devotee of Shiva, or became a devotee of Shiva. His firm mind, his faith, his understanding carried him towards his goal. That is what Gupta Manchanna was. So there are so many Sharanas like the Gupta Manchanna in the 11th and 12th century, and it is also continued in the following centuries also. So I would like to introduce them to you one by one. That is what I did in the case of Gupta Manchanna. Oh, many of us do not know till this time. I have made you to know you, to know him. That is what the purpose of this discourse. Dear viewers, subscribe and share, and see you in the next episode. Namaskar. Thank you.